The Secretary of Agriculture, the Secretary of Treasury, and a farmer appointed by the President of the United States will serve on this board. It's important to remember that those institutions that don't receive financial assistance will not be subject to oversight by the Assistance Board. This assistance will protect borrower stock and assure that farmers and ranchers in all parts of the country will have a dependable source of credit at competitive rates from their farm credit system.
In addition, the obligation for 1986 third quarter capital sharing agreements will be assumed by the Financial Assistance Corporation. Contributing banks under this agreement will reverse their previously accrued obligations. Under the new law, reversed capital will be replenished by the Assistance Corporation. It will not, however, constitute federal aid and therefore will not be accompanied by federal oversight. The new bill also grants expanded authorities to bank and association stockholders to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of their institutions through the merger of unlike institutions. By July 6, 1988, the new law mandates the Federal Land Bank and the Federal Intermediate Credit Bank in each district to merge into a single district farm credit bank. Within 6 months of when the district farm credit bank is formed, the FLBAs and PCAs in that district which serve similar territories must vote to either merge with each other or remain independent. Within 18 months of enactment, the new law also requires that Farm Credit Bank's stockholders vote on a district consolidation plan to reduce the number of districts in the system to no less than 6. Now, on the Bank for Cooperatives side, all BCs must vote by July 6, 1988, on a plan to merge into a single national bank for cooperatives.
Together, all of these provisions give the system's farmer owners a major opportunity to structure their institutions more competitively for the future. We applaud the Congress for taking this bold step.
New borrower rights provisions in the 1987 Act require the system to restructure distressed loans if the borrower can regain his financial viability as a result of the loan restructuring, and if the restructuring costs less than foreclosure. Other borrower rights provisions give borrowers greater access to loan information, the right to appeal adverse credit decisions, and the right of first refusal to either purchase or lease acquired properties.
The new law also provides extensive borrower right protections that should ensure fair treatment for all farmers. We are fortunate that Congress adopted loan restructuring language that is virtually identical to the system's existing guidelines.
The Act also creates a secondary mortgage market for farm real estate loans by establishing the Federal Agricultural Mortgage Corporation. Nicknamed Farmer Mac, this new entity will guarantee pools of farm real estate loans made by commercial banks, savings and loan institutions, life insurance companies, and system institutions. These loan pools will then be sold to investors.
How much of an impact Farmer Mac will have on the market is difficult to predict. It's safe to assume, however, that more competition will result for farm real estate loans.
The new law also gives stockholders the authority to develop new methods for generating permanent risk capital to replace the borrower's stock requirement. Borrowers, however, will be required to purchase a very small amount of voting stock to retain the system's cooperative structure.
Finally, another provision establishes a system-funded insurance reserve similar to FDIC. This fund will be administered by the newly created Farm Credit Insurance Corporation. The corporation will open its doors in 1989. It will assure that farm credit bank obligations will be met in the event of a financial crisis.
I think we should make clear right now that this is a non-budgetary assistance from everything that I've read. And therefore, the government is making it available, but it is neither a handout, a gift, or a loan. We've survived because of the support we've gotten from our farm credit lenders. I mean that. Now, we've survived some of them, too. I guess you have no choice but to conclude that the bill is good, needed, and just in time.
The Agricultural Credit Act of 1987 is the third farm credit bill in as many years to come out of Washington. Congress has high expectations that the system now has the tools to serve American agriculture efficiently and to put its own operations back on sound footing.
Congress, by design, has brought several critical issues to the surface. The new bill protects borrower stock, it provides financial assistance to those who need it, it sets the stage for stockholders to address the critical structural issues within the system. but it also opens the door to increased competition. Both the administration and the Congress have reaffirmed their support for us in Farm Credit and for what we do. But if we're going to regain our financial viability, and if we're going to be able to compete effectively in the future, we must continue our efforts to be service-oriented and market-driven and to be more efficient in every aspect of our business. There's no doubt about it, the ball is now in our court. Banks and associations all across the country are busily developing their business plans for 1988 and beyond. But no matter how good these strategies are, it's the commitment and dedication of every employee and director that will make the difference. I'm convinced we've got the best people in the business. Now, we have the resources and the legal authorities to succeed.
No other farm lender has done as much for agriculture as the Farm Credit System. We can be proud of the progress that we have made in the most trying of times. With this new legislation, we can complete the tasks that we have begun. For all of us in the system, a new day is dawning.